It was an alright day. It was windy. But right off the bat, how about you just tell me what you told me again about that woman?
Oh, that woman? All right. So about 30 seconds ago, I was reading some news. CBC News posted a story of a woman that has been in a vegetative state, like that means like paralyzed, right? Like can't eat, needs a tube and stuff for over a decade, and just gave birth. Like recently, just gave birth.
Over a decade.
Over a decade.
What if
Somebody
the baby's
had
just
sex.
actually 12 years old? she just gave birth to it.
Somebody had sex
With the
with a
paralyzed woman.
that
Wait, no,
paralyzed.
she's... Okay, so
it's
she's
just
not
a-
in a coma. She's
No.
just paralyzed.
I think so. That's what vegetative state means, I think.
Yeah, but she's like
She
literally...
can't eat by herself.
Yeah.
And somebody had
She
sex
can't
with
even
her
like go to the washroom by herself, yet somebody is
and got her
impregnated.
pregnant.
Yeah. That's a big no from me.
That's it.
But you know what? To
That
each
seems
their own, right?
insane. How do you think it was consensual?
Yeah, there has to be some way that she
Did
would
even
communicate that.
consent to that?
Yeah,
Did she even consent to that?
or else this guy would be in jail. Did you see
Well, I
anything
mean-
about that?
No, it just said she gave birth. It said nobody knew she was pregnant. She just gave birth.
No one knew she was pregnant?
Nobody knew she was pregnant.
All
and she
right,
just
then maybe
gave
it's
birth.
not consensual. If nobody
Yeah,
knew.
it
I thought
said
maybe she had a
nobody knew
loving
was pregnant,
husband of like 13
and then
years.
And then she was just like started like moaning, or like making.
Or a baby
sounds,
just came out.
moaning, and she was giving birth.
Dude, that's weird.
I feel like it's a little bit of foul play going
Yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
foul play going on.
somewhere.
Now, if you were paralyzed in a vegetative state, would you let somebody impregnate you?
I can't be impregnated. But no, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Dude,
They said the baby was healthy.
really?
Like it
How?
said a healthy baby boy. I don't know.
If she can't
Maybe
even
she
like...
got into an accident. She must have gotten like. Might not.
Yeah,
have
but I feel like
been,
her body wouldn't have been
birth
able to
defect.
actually sustain a child.
Well, like paralyzation is just nerve damage, so you can't feel. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's just like damage to the nerves, so you can't feel. So the muscles and stuff still all work. You just can't feel it because you have no like nerve.
Yeah, but what
sensation.
about like actually feeding the child? Like, it would just be eating
Oh,
off of like the mush that she eats.
I guess like breastfeeding it
Would
It
you
would
even
get
be
no
able to
nutrition?
breastfeed it? I meant like actually in the stomach, like,
in the womb.
yeah.
I guess like the hospital food's gotta be nutritious. It's gotta be a little bit nutritious, even though it tastes garbage. Have you ever eaten like actual
Yeah.
hospital food? Yeah, I was in the. I
Wasn't
got
that great?
concussion, and I was in the hospital. I had to stay in the hospital for 24 hours, so they made sure I didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first like 10 hours, they didn't feed me, so I was just like living off of like. You could get sandwiches from a fridge, so my mom would like go get me sandwiches, and I just like pack mustard onto them.
Yeah.
And I thought they tasted good. I thought they tasted pretty good. And I was like, why are people complaining about hospital food? And then they fed me my one meal. They fed me at lunch.
What was it?
There for 24 hours, they fed me once. It was like stew. It was disgusting. It was
Ew.
cold. There was like a hair in it. I didn't eat it. It was like Jello.
They're
It
trying to
was like
kill you
pure
off.
Jell-O.
Make
Yeah,
room for
they
another
did.
patient.
When I got there wasn't any rooms for patients. I was sleeping in like a storage closet.
What?
They put me on
Like
a
in
bed. I
a
was
janitor
storage.
closet?
Like, yeah, there was like medical supplies, and people were just like walking in and out, grabbing and stuff.
They just shove you
And
in there.
I was just sleeping in like a storage closet. until a room opened up.
Jesus, that sounds rough.
I don't really remember it, but
How'd you get your concussion? From football?
football, yeah. I got hit.
Football's a dangerous game.
It's very dangerous. Looking back to it, like looking back on football, I don't really know why people play football.
Yeah.
There's like all these reports of CTE that are coming out. Like, do you know what CTE is?
No. Tell me.
It's like when you get enough brain damage, when enough brain damage occurs to you or whatever, your brain like releases a protein that starts to harden the brain and it like starts killing itself.
Jesus.
And so tons of like NFL players are getting the CTE and they're all committing suicide because it like makes them insane. Like the brain hardens, like makes them insane. And so they're just all killing themselves. And
Damn.
some people are doing like studies and they're like, wow.
Is that what that movie with Will Smith is about?
Yep, that concussion movie, it's exactly what it's about. It's about
I
CTE
see.
and people killing themselves because they're getting CTE. Like even high school football players, like they're doing studies like in the States, even people play high school football for like 4 years or whatever. They're getting CTE.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was
So
that your only concussion you got?
that I went to the hospital for?
Oh, yeah.
I probably got lots of concussions. I would just like shake it off and be like, oh, it's just a headache.
Well, let's switch up the tone a little bit. What's your favorite childhood TV show?
My favorite, SpongeBob probably. SpongeBob or the Fairly
SpongeBob?
Odd Parents. SpongeBob's such a classic. Like everybody knows SpongeBob, so it seems a little
Yeah.
random to be like, that was my
Fairly
favorite.
Odd Parents was a good show. It reminded me of like a kid's Family Guy all the time.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch Family Guy when I was.
I wasn't allowed to either.
But you did?
No,
No.
not really. Family Guy's gay.
Yeah.
I always wanted to watch it, and then now that I've started to watch it, I don't really enjoy it. Or I haven't
Really?
started to
I like
watch
it.
it.
When
Just
did you start to watch it?
like when I was probably like 14 or 15, and I'd watch it and I'd be like, oh, this is all right. Just
I
like
liked
constant references. It's like
Yeah.
they can't go like 2 seconds without making a pop culture reference. Some of it's pretty funny though. Not saying it's a bad show. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not for me.
The humor can be kind of complex in it, I think.
Really.
There's some humor that I think would like go over lots of people's heads.
Like
Like
what?
what's the creator guy's name?
Seth
What's his name?
MacFarlane?
Seth MacFarlane? He's a pretty smart guy, I think. Like that's not his only show.
He's got
He
Orville.
did Archer or something like that too.
Did he do Archer?
I don't know.
I don't think he did Archer. He's done Orville, which is still going on. It's like some Star Trek comedy show. He did American Dad. He did that other one with the black guy from Family Guy. The Cleveland
Oh.
Show. Literally all
Yeah.
three of those shows are the exact same premise.
Yeah, I guess so.
A family of pop culture references. They're pretty good shows. I just don't like them that much.
I guess they're pretty. I don't know what the word to use is here. Like everybody likes them. What's that called? Not popular. Or it's like common. It's like a common thing. Everybody
Yeah.
likes it. It's like not really unique, I guess, which kind of makes it lame.
My favorite childhood TV show, like early childhood, or like, probably SpongeBob. Maybe
What about
Adventure Time.
earlier?
Earlier
Did
than
you
that?
have, yeah. The Teletubby shit.
Like toddler.
Yeah.
Maybe Cleveland, or not Cleveland. Clifford the big red
Clifford?
dog. That big giant dog.
Hmm.
Imagine having a giant dog.
Be pretty scary.
It could literally kill anything.
Could just demolish you at any second. I was talking to my brother, and I was like, I want like a monkey, like a big monkey, like a chimpanzee. A chimpanzee is at 220 pounds. And then my brother's like, why? It would just toss you around.
It would.
Rag all the shit out.
You try to play with it, and it just beat the crap out of you.
They're like 4 times stronger than people.
Yeah, they're giant.
And then a 220-pound one that's like the same size as me, bigger than me right now.
And it'd be all muscle.
Just all muscle. So if it like ever got mad, it just ragged all the shit. But I don't know.
I think I'd want a chimp, but I think it'd have to be smaller than 220. That weighs more than me.
Yeah.
That would crush me in an instant.
You gotta train it well. Same deal as owning a big dog.
No, it's not.
Toss you around.
No, because you could probably just shoot a dog and it would die. But if a chimp came...
Shoot a monkey?
No, a chimp could take like 2 shots before it actually go down.
Why do you say that?
Because there's more like...
Chimps have bullet immunity?
No, because there's more parts of it that it doesn't need fully to function. Like a dog is so stretched out that almost its entire body, it needs to function. But if you shot a chimp in like the side of the stomach, like the same way as he's shooting a human, it probably, except it's 4 times stronger. So it just gets shot, and then it'd be like, oh, fuck. Oh. And then it'd just keep coming at you. You'd probably fuel it more to kill you.
Yeah, just like a person on bath salts.
Yeah, that guy took 9 shots.
Did he?
Yeah. He took 9 shots before he went down.
50 Cent got shot 6 times.
Yeah. But 50 Cent is friggin' crazy.
Could you imagine that? Getting shot 6 times and then just like being fine?
I don't know if he's fine.
He's fine now.
He is fine now. Have you seen that video of him like showing his cheek or whatever? I don't know where he got shot. I think he got shot in the cheek.
Through the face?
Yeah, and he like shows his bullet wound.
No, I don't.
It was on some talk show.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
He just got shot through the cheek, like it didn't hit his.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You just get shot through the.
Imagine the immense pain of getting shot 6 times.
Yeah. Where did they even shoot him? They had to shoot him in like the stomach and stuff.
Yeah, at least once.
Like that would be the easiest place to hit him. It'd be like.
Probably got shot in the chest. Everywhere. Right, let's change the subject. You got anything?
Want to talk about the oceans?
Sure, hit me up with some ocean fact.
Some ocean fact.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. Fish live in the ocean. Fact. Fish eat other fish.
Fact.
Fact.
Fish beat Battlestar Galactica.
Bears eat beets.
Bears beat Battlestar Galactica.
All right. No, you don't want to roll with oceans?
No, I like oceans. Let's talk about oceans. I went snorkeling in Hawaii. Ocean's crazy. My dad saw an octopus, just a small one, in some rocks. But it was crazy. You could see, like, there's so many different kinds of fish just, like, chilling out. And then one fish pooped by me.
The difference between octopuses and squids are, like, it's like...
Well, squids are huge, aren't they? And octopus.
Yeah, squids are ginormous.
Dude, like...
I think octopuses are, like, really smart.
There's this one...
Squids.
I seen this one fact on Reddit about this shark that they were tracking that just randomly got drugged down like 500 meters into the ocean. and then came back up, and they're like, okay, it like went down in like 3 minutes or something. And they thought it was because a squid grabbed it and just pulled it down to like the deep sea.
Probably. Like giant, like squids kill and eat sharks.
Yeah. And like whales that go down and come back up with a bunch of like suction cup marks.
Yeah. Like I saw a video of like, there was like this little shark swimming, and then a squid just grabbed onto it, its tentacles, and broke its spine right there. Just grabbed onto it and broke its back in half and ate it.
And ate it?
Yeah. They like eat them.
Jesus.
That's insane. I think like squids are scarier than sharks, in my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, a shark, you could just bop it on the nose and he's out of there.
Yeah.
But a squid, you bop it in the nose and he's like swallowing you up easy. He's sticking his entire tentacle into your mouth.
It would just rip you in half.
Yeah.
Like people survive shark attacks all the time. I don't think anybody's ever been attacked by a squid, but still, like there's such a giant squid. A giant squid is a thing. Like it's an actual thing that people have seen before.
Yeah. Even whales are scary. Imagine like a killer whale. That thing could easily kill you.
Yo, killer whales eat everything.
Yeah.
They eat other whales. They eat penguins. They eat seals. They eat like small fish.
Sharks. Giant squid.
They're in different oceans than sharks.
Frick.
They eat dolphins, I'm pretty sure.
Seen a lot of dolphins in Hawaii. It was cool. They were just like jumping out of the water and stuff.
Was there lots of fish there?
Yeah. There's a lot.
I went to Cuba.
What was that?
And I went to Cuba and we went snorkeling. And the guy just had like a thing of bread. And he just like would toss bread into the ocean. And like hundreds of fish, like tiny little fish, but still like hundreds of them would come, like eat it. And I put like a piece of bread out in my hand and put it in the water, and a fish bit my finger. They were just like tiny ones, and there was like little seahorses, but like hundreds of them.
Seahorses?
You go into the water, yeah.
Sick.
And there's just like thousands of fish just surrounding you. And then the scuba diver, when he jumped off the boat and he just started killing lobster.
Like with a sword, he's just slicing them up.
He had like a hook. Yeah. You just go under the water. There's like a rock, and you just take his hook and you like pull it, sweep it under the rock, and drag a lobster out, and you just grab it and stab it right through the chest. And then he would hand them to me, and I just like swim back up and put them on the boat.
Dude,
that's what he was eating. He was going to eat them.
He was going to eat them.
He was going to eat them. He like got 3 of them, I think, in like half an hour.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So you sent me this thing the other day about the Virgin Galactic airplane space thing.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it. I know that they said it's going to cost $250,000 a flight, and that it just goes into like very low Earth orbit.
Kind of sounds kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Me.
Like
just
you
experience like zero gravity or whatever.
Well, you get to see space, but you wouldn't get to see. You pretty much just get to see like the curvature of Earth, and that's it. I think that's pretty much it. You just go into orbit.
Well, flat earthers are pretty fucked, yeah.
Oh yeah. Now they're getting stumped. Before they had all of the evidence against us.
Yeah. Explain this, flat earthers.
Yeah, they're done now, but I don't really get it. It's like 2 cockpits of a plane.
Yeah,
but then it flies really, really high up with a little rocket in between the 2 cockpits, and then drops the rocket off, and the rocket ignites and goes into the atmosphere.
Yeah. So this thing like can it land by itself?
Yeah, I think it's a lot like a shuttle. It kind of just has a path that it goes on, and then just glides down.
Does it need a special airport or whatever? Because I could see them creating something like that, just so they could travel at like supersonic speeds or whatever, just so it makes air travel like cuts it in half or whatever. But if they need special airports, then
I don't think. I think it's probably only like the Cape Canaveral Airport, which I'm pretty sure is the only one that the space shuttle could use, which is in Florida. I think that's the only one that they could use, but I don't know. Maybe they can just use any airport, but I feel like, I don't know.
because I've heard of things like planes, it's illegal to fly a plane at supersonic speed, like anywhere.
Well, are they even going at supersonic speed?
Well, I assume they would have to break the sound barrier. Well, I don't know. I would assume they would break the sound barrier. I wouldn't assume they had to, but I don't know.
Because I think they just have to get up high and then, I don't know.
Do rockets break the sound barrier, or do they just like slowly fucking? They just slowly put up.
Well, it's more of a
And then just
shuttle,
get
so I
in.
don't really know if it would. Because I know like a Falcon 9 breaks the sound barrier easily. It has like 4 sonic booms when it lands. I don't know. I don't really know much about that.
Because I've heard of things of like there was once an plane that went like speed of sound, but then they don't do it anymore or whatever because it's so destructive or something like that. Because the sonic booms would like destroy buildings.
Yeah. Break
Would, like,
glass.
fly. Yeah. So they don't do it. And they were like working on planes to go the speed of sound again, but they would like have to fly like way above. So this plane getting out of Earth's orbit, they would be able to fly at the speed of sound without disrupting anything, I would assume. So if that's what they were doing, then I guess it
I
makes
think they
sense
must
they're
have
doing that.
a certain airport because there's no way they could fly that giant ass plane with the shuttle on just a normal airport.
Yeah.
They would have, yeah. In order for
Like a
takeoff, they would need
military.
their own. Yeah, it'd have to be some sort of military.
I don't know. Crazy. But it would. Why would they do it if there was no real purpose?
So that they can make money out of the rich people that want to go. People will
Just to
buy.
say
People will do it.
We can do it.
Yeah.
Well, probably people do it.
I would do it if I had $250,000 to spare.
Really? I would rather go into actual space if I have
Yeah, but you
enough
can't
money
just
to
do that. This is like the first step to actually being able to do it.
Weren't they selling tickets to go to the moon or something like that?
No,
I thought like 4 billionaires have just been to the moon because they wanted to. I thought.
I don't think so. I know there's
I thought
one
that was a thing.
Japanese billionaire that's going on the BFR. He was the first private person to buy a ticket. That was from Elon Musk. I don't know where he's going. It might be around the moon. I'd like to clarify that we don't know anything about what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Pretty
we're
much just
really making
yeah, we're
making
making
assumptions.
we're just making assumptions.
If you want to like Google this stuff and then like text us and be like, "Yo, you guys are
You guys are dumb. None of
Then
what you're
go
saying
ahead.
makes sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fine with being wrong.
Yeah.
So how was your Christmas?
Christmas pretty great, or pretty good. I climbed up a frozen waterfall.
Really?
Yeah,
How'd you do that?
Like, with like the ice axes and like crampons and stuff.
Where?
We paid in Banff. We
That's sick.
paid a guy to guide us. But it's still like he climbed up it. He free climbed up the ice thing and then tied in the anchors and stuff so that we could be on ropes when we climbed.
What if he just fell and died?
I mean, I guess he would have died.
You just have to watch that.
Yeah. But he's been doing it for like 30 years or something, or 20 years. So obviously he's
guess.
competent enough.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was pretty sweet. There was pictures taken of me, but I don't know where they are. Trying to get one to post it on Instagram. My annual once every
Once a
2
year.
years.
Oh, once every 2 years, okay.
I don't know. I went like 4 years of posting anything on Instagram. And then I posted something last year, so I'm stepping up my game. My social media game is on point.
What were you doing in Banff? Just a family vacation?
Yeah, we went there to go skiing, and then my brother was like, "Hey, me and my friend are gonna go climb up waterfall. You want to come?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "All right, give me $210." What? So I paid $210.
Was that just for you?
Yeah, per person. $210 a person.
That makes sense then. Was it worth it?
Cool. It was worth it. Yeah, the walk. Oh, Jesus. The walk in, like we drove to the place, and then we had to like a half-hour walk to the water, and like the walk. Oh, jeez. The walk in by itself was pretty gorgeous. Like we were just like walking through a valley, and there was just walls of just vertical rocks on each side, like straight up. Like it wasn't an incline or anything. It was just straight vertical. Like I don't know how the mountains formed like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. And then there was like trees. It was sweet. It was pretty cool.
Who all went? Just your family?
Skiing, we went, but to go climb up the waterfalls, it was like me and my brother.
Your brother and his friend.
Yeah.
I see.
It was pretty sweet.
Pretty rad.
How was your Christmas? How was Hawaii?
It was great. It's very fun.
Yeah.
We went snorkeling a lot at like every single beach.
Really?
I didn't get to surf because most of the beaches were really busy and I didn't want to crash and hit somebody. But I did a lot of skimboarding. Skimboarding's fun. You like run with that little like circular board and you hop on it.
Yeah.
That was really fun. And then
naked ladies on the beach?
No, I didn't. Every time we got there, there's no hot ladies, and then as soon as we leave, I'd see all of the hot ladies walking in. I'm like, dude, it's like 5 o'clock. What are you doing at the beach? Go home, eat supper. Bunch of hooligans.
When does it get cold? Does it get cold there?
It doesn't really get cold. At night, it would get like a little cooler, like 23 degrees, maybe higher than that.
That'd be insane.
And it's like humid and warm. I would definitely get sick of the warm.
Yeah.
Like my sister was talking about, like, or I guess all of us were like, yeah, it would be so nice to live there. But like, my dad was like, if you had to work in the heat all year round, like if you were like, any type of
time of year there.
Yeah, any type of worker that works outside, you would be dying.
Yeah,
that'd be so hot.
To work outside in the summer,
it'd be like 40 degrees every day, Celsius.
That's how hot it gets?
Probably in the summer, yeah. I think when I went to Maui, it was like May, and it was like 30, high 30s.
You saw whales, I heard.
Yeah, we seen like a couple times whales just like kind of swimming by. I don't know. I think just humpback whales. Maybe they were blue whales. One of those really blue, or one of those really big, like blue whales.
Oh, really? Hmm.
No, we seen one it was with its baby, because we were on our way to like Captain Cook's Cove, which is like the big place where we snorkeled. And like, they were like, oh, there's some whales over there. There's a baby and a mom. And they were like splashing their tails at each other. It's cute.
Your sister was crying.
Yeah.
In the video.
It's because whales are our favorite animal. She used to be like obsessed with them.
But she was crying out of fear.
No, she was very happy.
I thought she was scared.
She had never seen one, and she used to have a whale collection.
Really?
Yeah. I had a bunch of rubber and plastic whales all around her room.
I thought it was like a whale breached or something.
No.
Like, scared her.
Dude, have you heard about how Captain Cook died? That guy's unlucky. They were explaining it to us, and he was like, so Captain Cook came in, like he found Hawaii for the first time, I guess, or like at least to him. And there was like, he said in his journal, he wrote that there's like over 3,000 people. And so at the time, that's like a shit ton of people. And he was like, why the hell why is there this many people like greeting me on this island? And then it turned out that it was like a celebration of like peace. And that's why everybody was together. So like all of like the different tribes there were like getting together to celebrate peace. Yeah. And so he didn't know that, but he was just like, oh, these people are so nice. And they like fixed his boat and stuff and helped him out. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to get on my way. And he leaves the island, and then he ends up getting caught in a storm. And so he's like, shit, I got to go back. Good thing these people are so nice. But then I guess he comes back like a week later, and it's their celebration of war. He gets back and they just murder him.
Really?
Yeah. Like what an unfortunate time to come back, or to at least get stranded.
Just kill him.
Like they just kill him, and I'm pretty sure they eat him. I'm pretty sure that's why he's so famous too, is because he was eaten by them. But don't quote me on that.
I've never even heard of Captain Cook.
He discovered a lot of Captain Cook.
Captain Cook? Discovered a lot of what?
A lot of land.
Oh, really?
I don't know all of what, but...
Yeah. My dad went to Mexico. My parents went to Mexico when I was younger. And I stayed. They left me in Canada. But anyways. My parents went to Mexico and my dad went fishing one day. And they like took him out on like a little like 20-foot tin boat. Or something like that. To go fishing all day on the ocean. And then he said that a whale breached like 5 feet from them. Like breached, jumped out of the water and then like landed.
Damn.
Yeah. That could have easily landed right on top of you.
Killed you. When I went to Tofino when I was younger, and we went on a whale watching thing, and a whale swam under the boat and like flipped its tail up at us when it went under. Like, so the tail was like feet away from the boat, and he was like, all right, I think we should go back now. It was scary. It was pretty cool, but it was pretty scary.
How big of a boat was it?
It was like one of those, like a whale watching boat with like the big stands in the back, kind of like a Zodiac. It was a Zodiac, but it had a big stand in the back for like the driver.
Oh. Would the whale would the tail like have flipped the boat if it hit you, or what?
Probably.
What would it broke it? I've never seen a whale, so I have no idea how big they are.
Dude, they're like huge.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot in Vancouver and like Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
They just like swim through. And like because there's like a big, I guess it's a river. I think it's a river. It's just this big part of the ocean that comes into Vancouver. And like, that's where all of the boats and like harbors are. And if there's like one whale in there, they'll just shut down everything. They'll be like, wait till the whale is out of the water. Like none of the shipping boats can move. Like no boats can move.
Really?
They have to wait for this one whale to get out.
Hmm. I've seen a few marine animals, I guess. When I went to Vancouver, I saw a seal.
Oh yeah, seals
Like,
are scary. I'm scared of seals.
really? I thought I thought it looked like.
They're
This
vicious.
will make me sound like a loser, like one of those, like one of those pupper, like those memes. I
Uh-huh.
don't like them. Like they pretend like the dogs can talk, and they're like,
Like a
puppers,
doge.
sea puppers, and yeah, I don't like them.
I don't
It's
really
gonna
like
make me
those
sound
memes
like one of those
either.
people. But it looked like a dog. It looked like a sea
They do,
dog.
aren't they? Yeah, aren't they called sea dogs too or something?
I'm not sure, but it looked like the face of it looked like a dog, and it was like 10 feet away from me. I was like standing on a dock, and it was like in the water, looking at me.
Have you seen that video of the seal pulling the girl into the water? That's
Yeah, I
from
saw it.
Vancouver.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
Like the
I sat like right
Asian
where
lady
that
seal?
was. It's by like the
Really?
the fishing, the canning place.
Yeah, I seen it.
That would be scary.
That would be very
Just
scary.
getting pulled
That seal
in.
could drag you underwater, and you
It
would
could
die.
also just eat you. Like seals are vicious.
Are they vicious?
Yeah,
Would it just
they
bite
eat
you in the
penguins.
stomach? Not that kind of seal, though. That's a sea lion.
That's the same type of thing.
No,
I think they're just
seals
smaller.
and sea lions are different.
Really?
Sea lions have like spots on them, and they're like,
Aren't they just slightly bigger though?
I don't know, they're probably bigger, but they live in different waters. They're like different animals.
Huh.
It's like saying a wolf and a coyote are the same thing.
I guess.
I'd much rather be confronted by a coyote than a wolf, because I could probably beat that thing in an arm wrestle real quick.
You think you could fight a coyote?
I could definitely fight a coyote. They weigh like 60 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, but
I
that
would
is a
toss it.
vicious animal.
I would toss a coyote, bro. Coyote would come at me, and I just grab it by its fur and just like slam it headfirst into the ground a couple of times.
I don't think you
I
could.
don't think you know how strong you are. Like, you ever
I
gotten
don't think you
mad
know
or-
how strong a coyote is. That thing is fighting like for its life. It's like fighting completely off of instinct.
Yeah, I'd be fighting for my life too. I don't think you know how strong people are. Like,
I don't know.
Have you ever gotten to a fist fight inside of a house?
Inside of a house?
Yeah, like you're inside of a house and you like get in a fist fight.
No, I don't think so.
Like,
Maybe.
you destroy everything. Like everything. Doors you rip off, like doors get ripped off. You go through walls and stuff. It's like how strong people are. Like you've never experienced all of your strength. Like your mind physically doesn't allow you to exert all of your strength because it would injure you so much. But if you were to do it, people are insanely strong. Like people can pick up cars. You ever seen that? Like adrenaline kicks in and people pick up cars.
Yeah, but I couldn't just pick up a car. And you couldn't just pick up a car.
I'm sure if I wanted to, like if like something happened to me where it's like my brain stops telling me that, oh, that's gonna hurt you, don't do it. But I could do it.
No,
I'm sure
because
could
I
whip it.
think humans think differently. I think a human would look for a better way to lift up the car than just picking it up.
There's no good way to pick up a car.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the
So-
way the human brain works, it'd be looking for a better way. That's not the first thing that comes to mind is, I need to lift that car up with my bare hands. It's going to be like, I need leverage. I need something to lift up the car.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking like instincts kick in. Like it's do or die. Like somebody's gonna die if this doesn't happen right now. You have to do it.
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe.
Like I bet you, this might sound like douchey and cocky. I mean, but if I got into a fist fight with a wild animal, I think I would win. Unless there's like an insane wild animal. Like if a small bear, like if like 130-pound bear come to me, I think I could like fight for my life.
I don't think I could.
You don't think you would be able to like I'm not saying you got to beat the shit out of it and like kill it.
Oh,
I'm
like
saying,
punch it twice and it runs away? Yeah.
no, like not that. Just like it's mauling you and you're like grabbing it by its face and like trying to punch it and fight it. Like it's gonna be a fight.
But a
Not
bear
like
knows
you,
how to
like,
kill something.
You
I don't know how
gonna
to.
kill something
Where do I punch a bear?
in the eyes.
Then it's just blind and it's going to run away. A bear would just scratch my face apart. Like, first hit from a bear, you would be destroyed. One hit from a bear and you would be seriously
survive.
injured.
People survive bear attacks all the time.
People survive semi crashes. People survive burning houses. People survive a lot of things out of pure luck. 50 Cent survived 6 bullets. Like,
I could definitely beat up a coyote.
yeah, a coyote, I
Have you
think a coyote you could probably beat up. But a small bear, no.
I guess.
Like a
Maybe
wolf? Do you
maybe
think
not a bear?
a wolf
no. Wolf would tear me up.
like a coyote is like fighting just a bigger fox? I could easily, yeah.
Wolves are like 200 pounds.
Yeah, they're giant.
Coyote is like 40 to 60 pounds. 80 pounds if it's a really big coyote. And I think I could do that. I'm definitely like, I can deadlift 405 pounds.
You're just going to lift
Easily.
up this wolf and slam it?
So if a wolf comes at me, I bet you I could grab it by its legs and like just toss it. Or like grab
But
it
you're
by
only
its hind
taking
legs.
you're only taking into consideration
just-
your strength. You
Yeah.
you don't know how much a wolf can deadlift.
How much can a wolf deadlift? Or
Probably a
coyote?
shit ton.
Dogs aren't that strong. I fight my dog all the time.
Yeah, but your dog loves you and it knows it's playing.
I don't know. My dog's bit through my skin before. I have scars from my dogs biting me and shit. I don't know. I could beat a coyote in a fight. Probably not a bear. Maybe not a bear.
What about a
I
deer?
could survive. Oh, I don't know. Deer are pretty strong. They're big too. They're a couple hundred pounds.
A deer would be
What kind of
so
deer?
insane. I don't
Doe
really
or
know
a
deer.
buck?
A buck. Actually, sure, a doe. Do you think you could fight a doe?
I don't know. There's nothing to really grab onto.
Exactly. That's what I was saying about the bear. Like, what do you do with a bear? You punch it in the eye and then it just kills you.
Yeah. Yeah. Humans are
Like a
kind of
deer.
pathetic that way. Without brains, if people weren't smart, we'd be like the lowest on the food chain.
That's why we're humans. The only reason we evolved into humans is because we were unfit to be chimps. Because all humans are just like the outcast chimps that couldn't fight. Because we decided to make sticks instead. Decided to make fire. Bash
Like,
rocks together.
It's so uncommon for people to be good at living outdoors that there's so many shows about it, about surviving outside for like a few weeks. And these people suffer like detrimental effects to their
Yeah, like even like 2 days. And they're like,
survive outside for 2 weeks. And then it's like, it shows their before and after, and they lost like 30 pounds.
I think I could survive out in the woods for probably a week.
Yeah.
No, like if you were put into the woods with just a sweater, pants, and a shirt, maybe a knife. Let's do a knife too.
I don't know. I don't think I could.
Maybe a week, just because doesn't take like 30 days to starve yourself or something, 20 days or something.
It's like, oh, you can survive like a month.
Yeah.
Depends how much fat you have stored, but you could survive like a couple of weeks with no food. But it's the no water that would get you. It's like a week with no water and you're dying. I don't know if I could. Like the people that do these shows, like train, like that's what they do with their life.
Yeah, and that's just what they like to do too. It's like they do that for fun.
To live outside. And they're like, they can't do it.
Yeah, I guess.
How pathetic is that? Like everything else is just doing it every single day. No big deal. And then people do it for like 2 weeks and they're dying.
Yeah.
and they're like training to do it. They have axes and knives
Dude, how did
and
the
like fire.
freaking uncontacted tribes do it? I guess there's more than one person. I think if I had a couple
Yeah.
people, that'd be a lot
Maybe.
easier. Yeah, because
There's
people
like
work in
30.
groups. So do chimps and stuff.
Then you got to find like 30 people's worth of food.
Yeah.
It's not easy to kill animals.
Nope.
We're not fast enough. We're not really strong enough.
That's why we farm.
Like, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, it would be really hard.
You gotta like train, make a bow out of something. Like, even then, you're resorting to tools already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. People are pathetic. I've thought about it so often. Like, I've been walking through the bush with my dog, and my dog will take off, and there'll be like a deer or a rabbit, and I would have had no idea if my dog wouldn't have known.
Yeah. I wonder how
And I was like,
like much our instincts have decreased over time.
yeah, probably a ton. Like,
Yeah, probably like an insane amount. Like even from like 200 years ago, I feel like our instincts were just crazy.
yeah, probably.
Like 1700s, like hunters and trappers.
Yeah.
Even like
I
native
saw
people,
something.
like Native Americans, they still did that in that time.
Yeah. Theirs was more like open plain. They saw something and then they
Yeah,
like
I guess.
stalked it.
And they had hunter gatherers, like they actually
Yeah.
gather for fruit. Yeah.
But like I saw something that was like early settlers in Europe, like the women were so muscular then that they're like bodybuilder men. They were
Now?
like so muscular. They were like bodybuilder men now, just because they farmed every single day. Like they
Yeah.
pushed plows by hand and stuff. They were so muscular that they're like bodybuilder men.
Damn.
Imagine meeting like some just
Just like
weren't-
the Rock, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson sized woman.
But then we think people have only been getting bigger. Like the average height is only increasing because we're getting more food.
Yeah.
So it's hard to think that again. I saw that on like an Instagram post or something like that.
So it might
So
not be true, but it probably
not
is.
reliable
Like
source.
I feel like they were huge.
Just like farmer strength in general is just like farmers are so fucking strong because they just like pick up bales every day. They just like grab bales and toss them onto trailers and shit, and they like wrestle cows.
Mm-hmm. Could you fight a cow? It's just.
I saw this. My dad watches hunting shows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this one where they were like hunting wild cows. Like it was like the same type of cow that we've domesticated in our farming, but it was like wild still in like Europe or someplace like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they say like these cows kill people all the time because they're just so giant. And, like, people don't notice.
Wouldn't
them,
it just
and
be
they
like a bull without the horns? Would they attack
Well,
the same way as a bull?
It is, yeah. They've got thick skulls, but yeah, it's still they were hunting bulls with the
Oh.
ones with horns or whatever, but just run over like a hippo. Like hippos, the dangerous.
Yeah, it's the
animal
most
in the
dangerous
world.
animal in the world. Dude, dangerous. Or hippos are crazy.
Yeah, they they just kill crocodiles or whatever
Yeah,
for fun. I think
like
they'll see a crocodile and they'll kill it just instantly. They'll just bite it.
hippos are crazy, and they're fast. Can't they? They can run up to like 30 miles per hour.
Maybe I don't know. Imagine living in Africa. That'd be insane. They got crocodiles to worry about, hippos
Gorillas.
to worry about, lions to worry
Even
about.
like giraffes. A giraffe could easily kill you.
Easy. One whack of that head on anywhere your body would kill
Is
you.
there any animal that you could fight in Africa? A hyena, maybe, but they travel in packs.
Oh,
So that'd have to be
hyenas-
like 4.
Hyenas are scary to me. Maybe just because of like the Lion King
Yeah, because
and like all these movies demonize.
they are pretty scary though. They just straight up eat bones. They'll just eat everything.
Yeah, they I think they're bigger than coyotes, so I don't think.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of like a dog size.
Yeah. I
But
don't
they
know.
travel in packs, like they never leave each other. So you'd have to fight like 4.
I don't think so.
You don't
A
think you'd?
wild animal in Africa seems like next level. Like
Yeah.
wild animals in Canada, they're kind of chill. You see them all the time.
Hmm.
Like, but in Africa, I feel like they're constantly fighting for their lives. Like every single day is a fight for their lives, I think.
We're almost at an hour.
Really?
We're at 51 minutes.
But yeah, like being an animal in Africa, that'd be insane.
You know what's really
Seriously.
scary? Talking about animals and fear? Rabies.
Oh yeah.
Dude, rabies
Are you
is
scared?
scary.
Are you scared to get rabies, or are you scared of animals
Yeah.
with rabies?
Well, both, I guess. Like if you
Yeah.
got bit by a bat while you're sleeping or something, and you got rabies, you would never know.
A bat?
Yeah, if a bat had rabies?
Why would a bat be in your house?
No, like say you're camping or something, and a bat, for like some rabid bat, like lands on you and bites you. You're not gonna feel a bat bite you, and if you do, it's just gonna fly away. Like there's nothing you can do
Yeah.
about it once it bites you, and you can go like years without knowing you have rabies.
Really?
Yeah, you can. Like there's cases of people who go like 10 years without getting any symptoms, and then
What
just
does rabies even do to you?
it literally shuts down. Like you die if you
Oh,
don't get
really?
treatment before, or like as soon as you notice your symptoms, you're dead. Like even a day after you notice your symptoms, you'll be like you're pretty much screwed because they can't do anything.
Yeah.
It pretty much just turns your brain into mush, and you like become this just like you can't think of anything. You're just this rabid thing.
Really?
Rabies is
'Cause I know,
scary.
like, dogs that have rabies become more aggressive.
Well, dogs with rabies are usually die, don't they?
I don't know.
I just know
I
that
think they're
dogs with rabies usually get put down. I guess
more
I've never.
aggressive.
Yeah, like they're like a wild animal, but
Yeah, they,
more
like, foam
aggressive.
from the mouth and shit. That's scary. Because I know my grandparents owned an H&R Block in the Paw, Manitoba. It's like kind of a reserve. It's like right by a reserve. But you know, the whole res dog
Mhm.
stereotype. So my mom was like, "Hey, you're going with them. If you get bit by a dog, you follow that dog, and you make sure that dog doesn't have rabies. Just so if that dog just gave you rabies." And I was like, "Okay." And then my dad was like, "If a dog bites you, you have to shove your hand down its throat and kill it." I'm like 7 years old.
Ready to shove your entire arm down a dog at 7 years old. No wonder you could fight a bear.
Yeah. My dad was like, "If a dog's trying to bite you, let it bite you and shove your hand down its throat." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, Dad. I will shove my
And then,
hand.
that's what I do to my dogs. Like if they try and bite me, I just like shove my fist in their throat, and they don't like it at all. I mean, I guess I could imagine why they don't like it.
Man.
I
Rabies,
could
am I right?
definitely kill a coyote. Definitely. Easy, 100%. Only way that coyote's getting me is if it bites my neck.
Yeah, that's what it would go for. You would have to fight it off of your neck. It's not going to go for your legs. Or it might go for your feet a little bit.
It would like go for my arms. I'd like swing my arms around for my arms. It would have to jump up to get my neck.
Yeah, but it's going to be like a little heavier. And who knows, you might in the moment you fall over, that's your wrong move and you're dead.
Oh,
You trip on a
I've been
rock.
attacked by a bear twice.
Yeah, but you haven't done any attacking back to it. It's chased you.
Yeah, my dad shot it. That's a scary story. Have I told you that story?
Yeah, you can tell it again though.
No. So I was hunting, grade 8, I think. So I was 14, 13?
Yeah, 14, I think.
Grade 8. I was hunting bears. I was like using a bow and arrow. And so I shot this bear, It looked like a good shot, but I think it like went through its neck or something instead of its chest. So we went to track it. So I thought it was dead. So we walked down a hill to track it as a sow and her 3 cubs are coming up the hill. Like we hunt on the edge of a valley. So the bears all live in the valley, which is a pretty spooky, like walking around in that valley to find the bear. That is some spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark.
Wait,
The
you go at
bears are
night,
black. No,
or just because of the trees and stuff?
the trees are so thick.
That
Anyways,
would be
we
scary.
walk down this valley. We walk down the hill. Their sow and cubs are coming up the hill. We notice them. They're like 20, 30 feet away. And then my dad was like, the sow made like they make clicking sounds. They make like clicking sounds with their tongues.
Really?
When they're like, when they feel like they're in danger, they make little clicking sounds to talk to their cubs or whatever. So the cubs go up a tree. And then the sow starts like coming at us like aggressively. So my dad was like, back up the hill. Last thing you want to do is turn your back to an animal because then it's going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
It wants to attack you from behind. So he said, back up to the top of the hill. So I start walking backwards and my dad starts walking backwards. And then this bear starts kind of like jogging, like to intimidate us towards us. And my dad trips. There's a tree on the ground. My dad trips over the tree. He's on his back. He's the only one with a gun. I've got a bow. So if this bear comes at me, and all I've got is just like a bow, so I can't do anything. So my dad's on his back. The gun isn't loaded. The safety's still on. And I don't know how he did it. Like this bear was still coming. And he took the safety off, loaded it, and shot the bear. And I was like standing there. I was just frozen, which is the worst thing you could do is freeze up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That
was scary. I would have lost that fight to a bear for sure. Because that was like a big bear. It was a big bear.
Man. Whew. Dude, did your dad talk about it? I would have been so freaked out if I was your dad.
He's been attacked by so many bears. It's insane.
Jeez.
He's been attacked like 4 times. One time, it was like there's like legal times where you can hunt, like when the sun lights up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Yep.
So it was like the sun was going down. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna leave now. And then the sow come in. As soon as he was getting ready to leave, the sow come in with 2 cubs. And sows with cubs are super duper aggressive. Crazy aggressive. Any bear you don't want to run into, it's a sow with cubs. If you ever see bear cub by itself, do not just leave it alone. Walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And get out of there as fast as you can. Anyway, so the sow with bear cubs comes in, and then so my dad he keeps rocks with him, just in case like something's like coming up the tree or whatever. You just toss a rock at it to scare it. So he keeps rocking. He throws the rock to hit the bear bait barrel, so it makes a loud ting, and then so this sow makes like the ticking noise, and all of the cubs go up the trees, and one goes up the tree that my dad was in. So this cub is like right beside my dad. My dad to get the cub down, he tries to kick it. So he kicks the cub with his foot, not hard.
He was that close?
Yeah, he nudges the cub with his foot, and then the cub starts to cry. So the sow looks up in the tree and sees him, starts charging up, climbing the ladder up the tree. And then my dad takes his gun, points it down the ladder. He is touching the bear in the face with the gun, and he shoots it right in the head.
Holy, that's insane.
He would have got, I'm pretty sure his harness was off, so he would have got drug out of the tree.
Jesus.
Black bears can climb trees really fast. Yeah.
That is scary.
And it's really scary.
I don't know what I would have done in that situation.
I definitely would have froze up.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, there's been a couple times where I've been hunting with him and I'm on the side with the ladder there's like a tree stand with 2 spots, and they're like on the opposite side of the tree. So I'm on the side with the ladder, and then my dad's like, "Here, take this gun. Bear comes up the tree. Gotta shoot it." It's like, Jesus. I'm like 13. I just started hunting. You're gonna if this bear attacks us, just shoot it.
all of the responsibility of both of your lives is on a 13-year-old.
Yep. All of the responsibility of our lives is on me. All right. Yeah, pretty spooky.
Should we end it there?
Sure.
It was kind of a chill one.
I'm shaking because I'm kind of scared.
Like nervous or talking about it?
Shaking. Yeah. Like talking about it. I don't know. I'm shaking.
All right. Well,
All right. There was another 5 Inches Apart podcast. Thanks for listening. Nobody yet. I haven't posted them.
all right. See ya. Love you. Bye.